Imagine you're selling your home. You receive 5 offers. One offer is for $625,000 in cash, one is for $615,000 with an appraisal gap, one is for $605,000 conventional financing, one is $605,000 VA financing, and one is for $585,000 with seller concessions, a small deposit, and contingencies. Which one would you choose? Now, if you immediately answer the highest offer, you might be surprised because the highest offer doesn't always put the most money in the seller's pocket. And it certainly isn't always the offer that's most likely to close. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how sellers evaluate offers, rank them from strongest to weakest, and explain why understanding this can help buyers win more homes and sellers make better decisions. Let's jump in. What sellers really look at. When sellers review offers, they're usually asking themselves 3 questions. First, how much money am I actually walking away with? Second, how likely is this deal actually able to close? And third, how easy is this transaction going to be? Price matters, obviously, but certainty and convenience matter too. Let's compare 5 offers on the exact same house listed for $600,000. Offer number 1, we'll call this one the gold standard. Offer price, $625,000, cash, no inspections, no financing contingency, no appraisal contingency, flexible closing, $50,000 earnest money deposit. Seller concessions, none. From a seller's perspective, this is about as good as it gets. There's no lender involved, no appraisal risk, no financing delays, almost no opportunity for renegotiation. The seller knows exactly what they'll receive. Now, offer number 2, a strong conventional offer. Purchase price, $615,000, 20% down, conventional loan, inspections limited to health and safety, $20,000 earnest money deposit, appraisal gap coverage of $25,000. Now, let's talk about appraisal gap coverage because this is one of the strongest tools buyers have today. Suppose this home is under contract for $615,000, but the appraisal comes back at $590,000. Normally, that could cause the seller to reduce the price. But because the buyer agreed to cover a $25,000 appraisal gap, the seller still receives the full $615,000. That's why sellers love appraisal gap coverage. It removes one of the biggest uncertainties in a finance transaction. On to offer number 3, standard conventional. Purchase price, $605,000, 10% down, conventional financing, standard inspection contingency, mortgage contingency, and also an appraisal contingency. $10,000 earnest money deposit, still a strong offer. It's probably exactly what most finance transactions will look like. There's just simply more opportunity for renegotiation after inspections or appraisals. On to offer number 4, a strong VA offer. Now let's clear up one of the biggest myths and misconceptions in real estate. A VA loan is not a weak loan. Many VA buyers have excellent credit, stable employment, and very strong financial qualifications. Here's the offer. Purchase price, $605,000. VA financed, inspection contingency, mortgage contingency, $5,000 in earnest money deposits, seller concessions requested, $5,000. Although there are more contingencies, this can still be a fantastic offer if the buyer has a reputable lender and the terms are well structured. Remember, we're evaluating the entire package, not just the financing. On to offer number 5. Now let's look at the opposite end of the spectrum. Purchase price, $585,000. VA financed, $500 in earnest money deposit, inspection contingencies, financing contingencies, appraisal contingencies. The seller is requested to contribute $15,000 towards the buyer closing cost. Possible repair requests after inspection, 45-day closing. Think about this from the seller's perspective. The offer is already $15,000 below asking. Now the seller is also being asked to contribute another $15,000. That means they're effectively negotiating from around $570,000 before commissions, taxes, attorneys, fees, and other closing costs. That's why this becomes a much harder offer to accept if stronger offers are available on the table. Let's talk about seller concession. Seller concessions simply mean that the seller agrees to pay some of the buyer's expenses at closing. That money can often be used towards closing costs, prepaid taxes, homeowners insurance, interest rate buydowns. Depending on the loan program, these concessions can be an excellent negotiating tool. Sometimes it's actually easier for the seller to provide a closing cost credit rather than reducing the purchase price because it helps the buyer bring less cash to closing while preserving the home's contract value. Seller closing costs. Now, let's look at where the seller's money actually goes. Imagine selling this example home for $600,000. Most people think I'm getting a $600,000 check. That's not how it works. Here's a realistic example. Sales price will say $600,000. Mortgage payoff is $275,000. Listing broker compensation, as an example, 2.5%, 15 grand. Buyer broker compensation, exactly the same, 2.5%, $15,000. Attorney fees, $1,500. Massachusetts deed stamp tax, approximately $2,700. Smoke and carbon monoxide certificate, that's $100. Water and sewer adjustments can be $600. Mortgage discharge recording, another $150. Seller credit, $7,500. Estimated net would probably be around $282,000. Now you can begin to understand why sellers don't simply compare purchase price only. They compare what actually gets put in the bank. Here's the real lesson. The best offer isn't always the highest offer. Sometimes a $605,000 offer beats a $615,000 offer because it has strong financing, fewer contingencies, and a much higher chance of actually closing. As a buyer, your goal isn't to offer the most money, it's to reduce the seller's risk. And as a seller, your job isn't just to chase the highest number, it's to maximize what you'll actually walk away with. Whether you're buying your first home or preparing to sell, every offer should be customized to the market, the property, and your financial goals. That's exactly why strategy matters above all. If you're buying or selling anywhere in Massachusetts or Rhode Island, and you'd like to build the strongest possible game plan, I'd be happy to help. If you found value in today's video, please hit the like button or subscribe for more real estate education, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Here's your question of the day. Would you choose the highest offer or the offer that you believe had the best chance of actually closing? I'd love to hear your answers. Until next time, this is Vasilios with RE/MAX I, giving you the data strategy and the results to back it up. I'll see you in the next one.